Hello MTG fans, your buddy Subbing Greenscale here again today for another fun-filled day of Magic playing. And today we're going to do something with Brawl. I've been wanting to do a Brawl video for a while now. I like the idea of Commander, and Brawl is the closest thing to Commander on Arena. So today we're doing a Brawl deck, and this is going to be our Commander, Minsk Beloved Ranger. So when he enters the battlefield, you create Boo, a legendary 1/1 red hamster creature token with trample and haste. And then you can pay X until end of turn. Target creature you control has base power and toughness XX and becomes a giant in addition to its other types, but you can only activate the ability at a sorcery speed. But let's go ahead and jump into some gameplay.
What's he doing in there? He frees himself on my sandwich. He's not frozen. He's super slow motion. Look.
Yeah.
Well, let's go grab it before he hits the ground. Which is when I assume he'll take a left. Yeah, okay. Looks like close beginning.
Okay, this is a little better. I mean, not really, because it's still missing a color or two.
Whoa, how long were we in there? 5 hours. 5 hours? He's halfway to hitting the ground, which is why I'll bite my sandwich, probably.
Yes,
No.
I agree that is when he will probably take a bite.
You're not helping.
Oh, you need help? I can help. Processing.
Must be his new software.
Ding. I have the solution, Jake.
What? Bimo, are you serious?
Yes, this plan will work.
Yes.
But we have to hurry.
Yes. All right, Bimo. Wait. Bimo, are you just making a skateboard video?
No, Sam, this is the plan.
Are you sure?
See, you will have your sandwich back before my board hits the ground.
Okay, Bimo.
Yay, Bino! This is big!
You lied to me. Relax. I'm calling Princess Bubblegum. It's ringing. Maybe I should just make another one. Okay, let's do this. I can make another awesome sandwich. Creation Realm, inspire me once again. Okay. Thanks again for coming, Rubbles.
Of course, Finn. Once you explained about Jake's sandwich, I had to.
So, how's it looking?
I'm picking up major levels here.
Of magic?
Molasses.
Oh.
He's using a molasses-based super covalent subatomic bond, slowing down anything that enters its field. But only if the molasses is at room temperature. This one. My molasses warmer will get things moving.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
Who you calling?
Marceline.
The vampire queen? Oh, maybe it's just as good. It's terrible. Thank you, Magic Man. You took my one and only.
See, I think the molasses faces must be protected by some sort of chemical.
Oh, hey, Jake. How are you holding up?
Not too well. Bimo looks cool, though.
Don't be sad.
Yeah, Marceline's got a great plan.
Yeah, man.
What's your plan?
Hey, man. What are you doing?
I'm lighting these candles so I can move on with the grieving process. I made them with the leftover bacon fat from my set.
I am not giving up. Let's see. Who should I call? Ice King? Shelby? Tree Trunks?
Tree trunks? No, man, don't call tree trunks. What's she gonna do, bake an apple pie? Don't you get it? It's over. It's over, and I've never been so sad. And you know what? I gotta deal with it.
Jake, look!
Hmm? What? How?
Because you've never been this sad. That's what Magic Man meant by your face showing 720. Or as some people call it, a sad face.
What? Nobody calls it that.
No, don't get judgmental.
Stay sad.
Right. Magic Man, I'm gonna sock you in the head.
Jake, every time you get happy, you slow down. Stay sad, man. Make yourself sad.
Okay.
Okay, lady. You gotta let go. He's gone now. Let me take you out for a coffee. Get your mind off things.
쿠키 씨 정말 고마워요. 사실은 좋은 친구예요.
Hey, lady. I'm here for you. Don't you ever forget that.
Hey, Mr. Cupcake, you stay away from Lady.
No, man, stay sad. Make yourself sad.
I love you, Jake. We should have hung out more.
What? I love you too, Mr. Cupcake. I didn't want to hang because I thought Lady was into your muscles. And I thought if we hung out, you'd sweet talk her and take her from me.
What? I would never. Got so much respect for you.
Dude, I have so much respect for you. I'll try to be like you in some aspects of my life. Look, if something were to happen to me and I wasn't here anymore, I'd want you to take care of Lady and the kids.
It means so much to me. I wish we had more time together.
Me too?
Yeah, Jake, the wetter the better. Keep crying.
I'm sorry, Mr. Cupcake. I got you, baby. I'm so good.
Come along with me, and the better parts and years. We can wander through the forest and do so as we please. Come along with me.
Picture time, one of your friends will go to very
design. Yes, Finn. Again. Every time he's screaming about she's got
Whew.
all that. She's got what?
Whew. I did not know if I was gonna win that game. That was a tough one. Wow. Here, let me turn down Adventure Time, guys. I'm sorry.
What? You're hiding whatever she is in a mental vault. Oh yeah, the vault. That's where the stuff I can't handle goes. For flunk. Okay, so you
Ooh.
listen. We gotta find out who this lady is. Gotta open the vault. This is gonna keep happening, man. It's alright. I'm not hurting anybody. Alright, chill. Don't sweat it, man.
A wild meep.
Why don't you clean up the kitchen now? Okay. I'm sorry I did that. It's alright. You're like the fifth rule of train wreck. Wow, that was fast. Yep. While you were doing that, I downloaded a new game on Beamer. There's a cricket in here. Huh? What is it? I don't know. Lady said it's good. You like some games where you're like collecting materials to make stationery? Nah, this is different. It's different. Alright, let's beat it. Question thing on here? Start.
Of course he has a shock. Of course. The one card in his deck that he would need to stop my... so lame. Oh.
You remember anything about the scary lady? Scary lady. Yeah, I was her. Except she was a chubby tiger. No, wait. She was riding a tiger, and she wasn't scary. Hey, girl. Looking out for that shredder?
Really? Got any work for me?
I might could. But it's top shelf bacon. Know what I'm saying?
I can step to that.
Yeah, she costs 6 now. That is totally the wrong creature. You should have... You shouldn't have... Oh my god.
Good. Anyway, when I get my hands on that omelet, woo-hoo, forget about everything, baby. I'll be the biggest cheese in creation.
Sounds cool. I'll take the job.
Big on it. You pull this off? And on the other hand, so to speak, if you screw up, pull chicken out. Yeah.
No blocks.
That was bananas. Where'd you learn to fight like that?
My parents took me to a dojo when I was little.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
My secret project is in here. The gumball gardens. Wanna help me finish them?
Good game. Woo! I like Minsk. He's really awesome.
That's it. There's just one last step. Hello. Y'all go guard now, and don't let nobody mess with my stuff. Hey, guess what? Thanks for helping me make it. I want to repay you for your help.
Oh yeah? You gonna give me that amulet, maybe?
No. No, dude, I made you a thing. That's it. You can do it.
You made me a manservant?
No, in the box. What do you mean, oh no? I made you an arm. It's a dang plug and play, girl.
It's awesome.
That's right. I'm a technical wonder child.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry I didn't do my booth for no reason.
Okay, I know maybe this is stuff, but it's cool.
Um,
I'm sorry, Princess.
Are you okay, princess?
Jeez, they're so loud.
Are you in danger?
No, don't just guard me. You need to protect everyone.
Okay. I knew it. Princess, you are getting jacked.
What? Whoa! Hey!
Oh,
Get her out of there, quick!
yes, Mom.
All right, take a break for the night.
Oh, buddy. Past has been reckoned with. That's cool. What's he gonna do about it?
Hello, Rubber here. Atonement? All right, then, I'm on my way.
I got a new arm. That would be cool. If everyone likes me my age or something.
Hey. This way. What's that? Oh, no. Stop trying it, man. There you go.
Whoa, what? My amulet? Wait a second. Is that?
It's me, Shoko. PB, you're like a bazillion years old. You're not freaking 19. What the heck?
You know?
And the butterflies and bees
Yeah, I'm gonna lose this one. Alright, one more game. One more game. There we go. Finally, an opponent. I mean, sure, I guess. Paladin class. Woo! And he starts off with the barbarian class, of course. Um, come on, miss on both die roll. Oh my goodness, of course. Alright. I mean, they're all going after the planeswalker that ventures. So I'm not terribly worried. because both of those are now gone, and he lost his die roll mechanic. So I'm pretty sure he has other ways to roll dice, but at this moment, I mean, if you have a counter spell, you might as well use it now. Or you can just, wait out the time, because I don't mind. Cool. Okay. Xaxes. Almost had it, guys. Almost. Alright, guys. So let's go ahead and jump into the deck. 50-50 is not too bad, though. 50-50 is not too bad. Alright, so we got Battlefield Raptor 1-2 flying first strike for 1 white. Cleric class, if you gain life, you gain that much life plus 1 instead. And then level 2, whenever you gain life, you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Level 3, when this class becomes level 3, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. You gain life equal to the toughness. My Paladin class, spells your opponent's cast during your turn cost 1 more to cast. Creatures you control get +1/+1. And then whenever you attack, until end of turn, target attack creature gets +1/+1 for each other attacking creature and gains double strike. Kick in the door, put a +1/+1 counter target creature. That creature gains haste until end of turn and can't be blocked by walls this turn, and then venture into the dungeon. Neverwinter Dryad, it's a 1/1 for 1 green, and then pay 2 colorless, sack it. Search your library for a basic forest card, put it on the battlefield tapped. Reclaim the Waste. Search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle, and if you kicked it, you search for 2 basic lands. Luminarch Aspirant, 1 white, 1 colorless, 1/1. When at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter target creature you control. Rune of Sustenance. Enchant when it enters the battlefield, draw a card. As long as enchanted permanent is a creature, it has lifelink, and as long as enchanted permanent is an equipment, it has equipped creature has lifelink. Then you enchant a permanent. Steadfast Paladin, 2/2 for 2 lifelink. Story Seeker, another 2/2 for 2 with lifelink. And then Goblin Morningstar, when it enters the battlefield, roll a d20. Equipped creature is +1/+0 and has trample. You equip for 1 red and a colorless. And then if you roll 1 through 9, you get a 1/1 Goblin creature token. And in 10 to 20, you create a 1/1 red Goblin creature token. Then you attach Goblin Morningstar to it. Intrepid Outlander, reach for 2/3 with reach for a green and a colorless. And then it has pack tactics, so whenever you attack with this one and a total power of 6 of creatures you control, you venture into the dungeon. Oh. And Ruin of Might, enchant permanent. You draw a card when it enters the battlefield. As long as enchanted permanent is a creature, it gets +1/+1 and trample. And as long as enchanted permanent is a equipment, it has equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has trample. And then Bard class, red and a green. Legendary creatures you control enter the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on them. And then level 2, it reduces your legendary spells by 1 red and 1 green. And then level 3, whenever you cast a legendary spell, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play them this turn. Cloister Gargoyle is a 0/4 for white and 2 colorless. When it enters the battlefield, venture into the dungeon, and as long as you completed a dungeon, it gets +3/+0 and has trample. Maul of the Skyclaves, when it enters the battlefield, equip it to a creature you control, and an equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has flying and first strike. And then it's 1 white and 2 colorless to put out, 2 white and 2 colorless to equip. Nadar Selfless Paladin, 3/3 with vigilance for a white and 2 colorless, and whenever it attacks, enters the battlefield, venture to the dungeon. Other creatures you control get +1/+1 as long as you've completed a dungeon. Redain, God of the Worthy, Valkmira, Protector's Shield. So it's a 2/3 flying vigilance for a white and 2 colorless. Snowlands your opponent's control enter the battlefield tapped, and non-creature spells your opponent's cast with mana value 4 or greater cost 2 or more to cast. And the other side, if a source an opponent controls would deal damage to you or a permanent you control, prevent 1 of that damage. And whenever you or another permanent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability, an opponent controls counter that spell or ability unless its controller pays 1. Mila, Crafty Companion, 2 white and a colorless for a 2/3 that whenever an opponent attacks one or more planeswalkers you control, you put a loyalty on each planeswalker you control. And whenever a permanent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you may draw a card. The other side is a 5 loyalty, 2 red, 4 colorless planeswalker Luca. You may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. If a creature card was discarded this way, draw 2 cards instead. -2, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste, exiled at the beginning of your next upkeep. And then -7, you get an emblem with whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Bolligate Recovery, return target card from your graveyard to your hand, and then you can also play it as a land instead. It enters the battlefield tapped and it taps for a green. You happen upon a glade. It's 1 green, 2 colorless. Choose one. Journey on. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards. Reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. Make camp. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Grandmaster of Flowers, as long as he has 7 or more loyalty counters on him. He's a 7/7 dragon god creature with flying and indestructible. +1, target creature without first strike, double strike, or vigilance can't attack or block until your next turn. +1, search your library and or graveyard for a card named Monk of the Open Hand. Reveal it, put it into your hand. If you search your library this way, shuffle. He costs 2 white and 2 colorless, and he has 3 loyalty to start off with. Icing Death, Frost Tyrant, 4/3 Flying Vigilance. When he dies, you create Icing Death, Frost Tongue, a legendary white equipment artifact token with equipped creature gets +2/+0. Whenever equipped creature attacks, tap target creature a defending player controls, and it equips for 2 colorless. Draconic Intervention, 2 red, 2 colorless. As an additional cost to cast a spell, exile instant or sorcerer card from your graveyard. It deals X damage to each non-dragon creature where X is the exiled card's mana value. If a creature dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead, and then you exile Draconic Intervention. Zariel, Archduke of Avernus, 4-drop or 4 loyalty for 2 red, 2 colorless, +1, creature you control get +1/+0 and haste until end of turn. 0, create a 1/1 red devil creature token with when this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. -6, you get an emblem with at the beginning of the first combat phase on your turn, untap target creature you control. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. Vastwood Surge, 1 green and 3 colorless, lets you search for up to 2 basic land cards, put them on the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. If it was kicked, it also puts 2 +1/+1 counters on each creature you control. Excuse me. Eliwick Tumblestrum, 2 green, 2 colorless, 4-drop loyalty, or 4 loyalty counters for this planeswalker when it enters. +1, venture to the dungeon. -2, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. If it's legendary, you gain 3 life. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. -7, you get an emblem with creature you control get have, trample, and haste, and get +2/+2 for each differently named dungeon you've completed. And then Yasharn, Implacable Earth, a 4/4 elemental boar for white, green, 2 colorless. When it enters the battlefield, you search your library for a basic forest card and a basic plains card. You reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. And it says players can't pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities. Goldspan Dragon, 4/4 for 2 red, 3 colorless, flying haste. When it attacks or becomes the target of a spell, create a treasure token, and then treasure you have, tap, sack this artifact, add 2 mana of any one color. Adult Gold Dragon, 4/3 flying lifelink case for red, white, and 3 colorless. Inferno of the Star Mounts, 6/6 flying haste for 2 red, 4 colorless. He can't be countered, and then you can pay a red, and he gets +1/+0 on a turn. When its power becomes 20 this way, it deals 20 damage to any target. Vorinclex, 6/6 trample haste for 2 green, 4 colorless. If 1 or more counters would be put on a permanent or player, put twice that many of those, or if you were to put a counter on a permanent or a player, you put twice that many counters on that permanent or player. And if an opponent would put one or more counters on a permanent or player, they put half that many rounded down on that permanent or player instead. And then finally, Old Gnawbone, 7/7 flying for 2 green, 5 colorless. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you create that many treasure tokens. And then the rest are going to be the lands, which are pretty much mostly basic lands except for the snarls and the pathways, which there's only one snarl and there's 3 different pathways. 4 different pathways. 3 pathways, 1 snarl, and then there's also animal sanctuary, because I do have a bird in here. I don't know what else I might have. I think the bird is really the only thing that actually gets affected by that. Yeah, just the bird. I didn't really think too much about that, but also putting a 1/1 counter on a bird every time is not too bad. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining in. Please share, like, subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your day.